Hello lovely people and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'll be using acrylics and we're going to start off with sky. Now this sky is sunset sky, so it's got all your beautiful shades of yellow, orange, red and of course magenta. So I'm just building this gradient from light to dark, trying to keep the darkest at the very top and the light at the bottom. The colors I'm using are titanium white, yellow, cadmium red, and alizarin crimson. Another thing that I noticed with acrylics is sometimes you have to layer them up. So over here I am going back over my sky and just painting the same areas using the same colors and blending fast. You have to move fast with acrylics as they tend to dry much faster than oil paint. So I'm just trying to blend over here to create this really nice gradient of a pink sky. I will plant a few clouds here and there as well, and for that I'm going to use alizarin crimson by itself because the one that I'm using in the sky is actually mixed with white, so it's lighter than the original color. Right, I believe I'm now almost done with the sky, so it's time to move on to the clouds. And for clouds, I'm using a smaller brush and just going in with alizarin crimson. I think it looks very pretty as it is right now. So I'm just trying to plant a few clouds here and there, wherever you feel like, basically, just to add a little bit of dimension into the sky so it's not, by itself. I did consider adding a little bit of white to the clouds, but then I just thought that it was actually not looking that great, so I just went in with a little bit more alizarin crimson and even it out. Okay, this is our sky almost ready, so now I'm going to move on to creating some trees. So for that I always use my trusted fan brush. Here I'm picking up some sap green and just using the fan brush to create this lovely effect of trees. And like I always say, nothing is even in nature, so you don't have to replicate both the sides together. Just plant it wherever you believe there's a tree in your imagination. Now I'm just using a mixture of permanent green and cadmium yellow to give some highlights to these trees, as one color will be very boring. Okay, now I'm picked up Van Dyke brown and I'm trying to create the power lines because that's going to give this painting a really nice effect. So here I am trying to draw straight lines, which is a big struggle using Van Dyke brown, and then I'm gonna just move on to creating these lovely power lines where we're gonna have some maybe birds sitting. Let's see as we carry on with the painting. This is the good thing about painting. You own it, you create whatever you want to. If you feel like right now you want to add lamps, street lamps, you do that. Whichever is your thing, you just go with it. For me, I'm just gonna leave this painting with power lines for this time around, but of course you can look at enhancing it further. Right now I'm just going to join these power lines with each other, so of course the city gets some electricity, and just going to have some birds sitting on these power lines, things that usually happen in nature all the time. Right, so here obviously some power lines are going to go out of this canvas because the city is much bigger than what we're covering in the canvas over here, but some are in this canvas, so I'm just going to go with the flow over here. Don't worry if your lines are not perfect, we're just practicing over here. Perfection is something that just is an imagination, really. So here I'm joining the power lines and I'm gonna have some pretty little birds sitting on these power lines very, very shortly, and that is going to be the gist of the painting. I am really happy with how the sky has turned out. I'm really happy with the trees. I'm really happy with the power lines. And here are our lovely birds having a little bit of chit chat in the evening after a long day of flying. Well, I really hope that you are painting along with me, and I look forward to seeing your results. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, please keep smiling.